Howdy guys and gals, Mikey V here. It's almost time for the big reveal on what's in the bag. But first, I wanted to let you know I did some research on that Masonic token. Turns out the lodge that was built in 1924 currently sits on the historical registration of buildings here in Michigan. It's in downtown Lansing, sort of near the Capitol, but all research I've done shows that it is currently closed to the public, so not sure if I'll be able to get permissions for that building and its grounds, but I will do some digging. I'm going to call the current Masonic temple and see if there's somebody there that knows anything about it. I'll mention that I had picked up a coin or a token from the ground breaking for that, or the bricklaying for that, for the initial build in 1924. And we'll go from there, see if that can get me my foot in the door. And another thing, so I found this outside the hotel I was at in Ohio. It is, don't worry, it's been sanitized. I put it in boiling water for a good 5 minutes to get any nastiness out of it. But it is, as you can see, a crown from somebody's tooth. Don't know who lost it, when, or why, or how, but these are usually made out of somewhat precious metals. Did some digging, found out that the silver ones like this are oftentimes white gold with like a few other precious metals, including but not limited to palladium. You can want to hear what it sounds like when it hits the wooden table. Kind of has a bit of a ping to it. Almost sounds like a coin. I'm going to take this to the larger of the two shops in my area that has an X-ray spectrometer, and I'm going to have them tell me what the composition is so I can know for certain what I've got and exactly how much it's worth in melt value. I probably will keep this for my own projects, depending. I'd like to eventually do my own poured silver, poured gold, poured copper, etc. down the line at some point, so something like this could be a fun melt project. But without further ado, let's get right into this Belmont Coins bag. I like this because it's a reusable bag. It's burlap. You don't get that often at a coin shop. I don't know if maybe it's just because how much I spent, but could be anything. So I'm going to get, first and foremost, the most important things out of here, if I can. Let's try to get these off camera here. Alright, the bag has been emptied. So for the wedding, my cousin, myself, and my uncle, all three of us wore a pair of cufflinks from my late grandfather, and my uncle offered to let me keep the cufflinks after the wedding. They're absolutely gorgeous. Green is my favorite color. I think these are green tiger's eye. I could be wrong. My grandfather had a beautiful tiger's eye ring, and these are as close to that for me as possible to owning them. And these were so awesome to wear for the wedding. I kind of felt like something out of a spy novel, wearing such cool cufflinks as these. And you know, it's the first time I've ever actually worn a pair of cufflinks as well. You know how they work. They just kind of, you know, like that, and then they stay in the cuff. But getting right to things, I got my first kookaburra. Australian kookaburra, 2017, 1 ounce, 0.999 silver. It flips like a Canadian coin would. Elizabeth II, Australia, $1. I picked up a couple of really nice wheat cents. Here's the 1957 Denver uncirculated. Absolutely gorgeous. That might be too good to go in the book if I need the spot for that. And I picked up a 1957 Philly proof. Which is kind of cool. And then in the change that I got from that shop, I was given this 1968 San Francisco uncirculated. I guess apparently at that shop they open rolls of uncirculated pennies and just give them out as change, especially I guess they consider them face value for whatever reason. I personally wouldn't do that and would have offered to buy every single one of them out of their drawer if I could have afforded to do so. But, you know, it is what it is. Anyway, getting right to the next bit, I was talking with Lady Bullion about these, about when she picked up her most recent rat coin. And I did some digging on mine, the year of the rooster, since I was born in 1981. Oh, I just flip. And they happened to have 2 year of the rooster coins in the bin when I went there. I still want to get the 4 coin set with the proof, the reverse proof, the colorized, and the gilded version of this coin. At some point, I might have to work out a deal with somebody on picking that up, just because I don't have a credit or a debit card that I can use to buy things online with. So if you're interested in trying to work out some kind of deal, I could pick you up some constitutional silver or whatever's worth for ordering that for me online, and we can work out a trade. Hit me up at hunting for history with Mikey V at gmail.com, and we can work something out. Might not be for another couple of weeks or so, because I've got some bills coming up in a week, with it being the beginning of the month coming up soon. But yeah, if anybody feels like trying to help me get that 4 coin set using their credit card or debit card, and I can just pay cash for whatever it is you want me to pick up in equal trade value, and we'll go from there. Next on the list is another Hong Kong coin. They had this in their bulk, which is interesting, like their junk coin area. I don't think that's how much I paid for it, and I don't know if they realized it was actually silver, because the smaller Hong Kong coins I picked up were silver as well. But you've got India, George VI, King and Emperor of India. Oh, this one flips that way as well. Hong Kong, 10 cents. Well, maybe not. Oh, no, yeah, it would be silver. It's 1937. And then next on the list, I picked up my very first, I'll hold this one, my very first Libertad. You can see on the back here, it's got the different, let's see. I do apologize, this video is a little longer than intended. And you see all the different images of the eagle that they've used throughout the years on this one, which is really cool. And it came in a flip, but the flip is somewhat damaged, so I'm probably going to take that along with the other ones that have damaged flips and get new flips for this. And the other Libertad that I have in my hand here that is somewhat toned, which I thought was absolutely gorgeous. Mexico City Mint, 1999. 999 fine silver, 1 ounce, plata pura. You got the mountains in the background, the statue, the fields, the cactus there. I'm guessing that's an aloe plant, maybe. And then Estados Unidos Mexicanos, the eagle with the snake on the cactus. And since that is a 1999 Mexico City, this one is a 2015 Mexico City. So, picked up a couple of those that were the only ones they had that were not duplicates. I didn't want to pick up more than one of any particular type of coin, except for these last two. You see right there, it says copy, but it is absolutely gorgeous. This one here is not silver. It's just got a plain edge. Don't know if it says on here what it's made out of, but it is gilded. That's weird. It is gilded, so that is gold plating. United States of America copy. 1795 Liberty. But the next one I picked up is identical. United States of America copy. Oh, it flips like a Canadian, even though it's supposed to be American. 1795 again, Liberty. But this one has a reeded edge. And you'll see right there, 999 fine silver. So this was in their silver government bin, which I thought was interesting. But it's really cool. This is fine silver. Not sure exactly how much it weighs, but they were both too cool to pass up. Let me zoom back out so you can see both of these. They were too cool to pass up. One silver and one not. I may or may not wind up using these in giveaways in the future, with the silver one as the top prize and the non-silver one as the secondary prize. Just keep your eyes peeled for that. That might happen. Or I might send it to somebody else that has the funds to do giveaways more often, like Lady Bullion or Rick G, and let them do the giveaway for me, since they're in a position of being able to do things like that more often than I am. Anyway, this video is already a lot longer than intended. It's already at 13 minutes, but that's all of the pickups. I just wanted to show some of the things I picked up while I was in Dayton. Anyway, Mikey V, signing out.